There we go. A little bit of adjusting. Hey guys, back with Dragon Quest III. I think this is probably going to be the last episode, because there's not really much more left for us to do. And I just hit my mic, sorry about that. But yeah, so all of, I guess, last session was spent trying to finish the trials that were, I guess, a part of the Tower of Trials? Yeah, Temple of Trials. So 2 of them were related to combat, of us going through 2 areas and trying to get through with certain restrictions, which was weapon restrictions. And the other ones were collecting certain items and certain weapons, which we ended up scouring for, and it turns out one of them was locked behind all the mini-medals, which I didn't collect, unfortunately, because I didn't realize that it was that important. So the entirety of last session was spent collecting all 110 mini-medals, and yeah, we got them all. All the trials are done. All that's left is the final bosses. There is literally nothing else left for us to do. We got all the monsters. Every monster in the game has been rescued. So our monster wrangler is at the strongest point it can possibly be. And our party, as you can see, is all finally level 99. I think we were in the 80s when we finished last session, so I spent a little time grinding everyone up to 99. I did also grind Anna, our 5th party member, a little bit, but she's still within the 70s and 80s because she was like an extra party member. And I thought, you know what? Might as well go with our main squad, since this is the last run with them. Can't believe I got attached to these goobers. I keep doing this. Anyways, I will quickly go over things that I have on each of our characters. So, we obviously have the hero Akira. And we basically got all that stuff earlier, which was the Aurel helm and armor, and the hero shield, which is his exclusive stuff. But I think you'll notice on all our party members of Lumos, Pierre, and Amira, they're all wearing earrings. So the final battle is against another dragon, which funnily enough gets auto mod angry. I do not know why. That apparently Grand Dragon is considered a auto mod bannable word. I have no idea why that is. A couple of people got flagged for it. I still don't understand why. I think I've made it that you can say that, but it was so odd. But yeah, they basically have antifreeze or the asbestos ones for fire. But the only difference is that we gave the meteorite bracelet to Akira because the meteorite bracelet gives you a whopping like 300 agility or something like that. It's an absurd amount of agility if I remember rightly. And basically I wanted to put it on him because he's mostly going to be support for this fight. He does not do as much damage output compared to the other 3. So I want him to be speedy so that he can outspeed the boss, hopefully. If we're in a situation that needs healing or needs to just buff our team. As you can see, he's also equipped with the War Drum, the Sage Stone, and the Aurora Staff for the purpose of using them as items. So the War Drum increases attack, Sage Stone heals with a multi-heal, and the Aurora Staff, I believe, does Wave of Disruption, which is something Pierre can do as well. Basically, any buffs that the boss gets will be negated. We gave a Sage Stone over, I believe, to both, if I look correctly, yep. Both to Amira and Lumos, and then Pierre's just going to do healing. Everybody has been given us the remaining Sage Elixirs that we collected, because, I mean, we had enough money to buy a couple more, so I bought a couple more. But you can also see that everybody also has diamonds on, because turns out the final boss of the postgame does have insta-kill, so it does have thwack. So we're basically just having these diamonds to prevent thwack from happening. Another thing we gave Lumos the duplicate hat, so that he will do spells multiple times. And technically, if you use our wild side that doubles your attacks, and you use a spell with the duplicate, basically he's going to fire off 4 spells per turn, which is absurd. It doesn't have great defense, but, you know, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. It doesn't lower his defense too much compared to the rest of the party. But yeah, so there's a couple of things we're going to do first. We're not going to fight the Grand Dragon straight away. We're actually going to go and fight Shenlong, because we still have a couple of wishes that we can do with him. And one of them was to get the strongest weapon, so I kind of want to grab that. One also benefit about us being at level 99 is that Akira pretty much can just instantly get rid of every sort of enemy on the map with Holy Protection. Because there is nothing that is level 99 in the game, except probably this final boss that we're about to fight. The sheer just lack of enemies when I was doing the grinding to get to 99 with everyone was kind of wild. Just the fact that there was just no enemies that could just pop up unless I purposely had them approach using Whistle. I do have to say Whistle also is really handy of a skill that the Gadabouts get, because it basically means that you can just summon battles of enemies without having to run around for ages. But we're going to be fighting Shenlong a couple of times, to be honest. Due to the fact that he has multiple wishes that we can do. And I do want to save the one wish that we can do right to the end, so after the Grand Dragon fight, because I think it's just thematic. We'll make the most important wish at the very end, essentially. But yeah, I guess the game is coming to a close. It wasn't as long as, I guess, 11, but 11's a bigger game compared to this one. But I have definitely enjoyed this game just for the sheer, like, customization of it, for sure. Okay. Also, I do want to test to see if we can actually beat this guy faster than before. So yeah, we have to defeat him in 15 turns. We are level 99. I think we could possibly do it. And plus this will be also helpful to, like, I think our best score is 17 turns. And that was with a little bit of, like, healing needed. So I think we should be able to take him out in 15 turns. But this is a good test to see if we can. Alrighty. So we're gonna just go and set up this turn. Also, this is kind of what the same tactic we're most likely gonna do for the Grand Dragon, because the Grand Dragon is essentially a stronger version of Shenlong. I think, let's see. Raise the attack. I do not know if I can raise it twice, so I'm gonna test it here. Where is it? Snooze. So you'll see what I mean by, the 4 times effect. Also, the fact that we also have Persecutor. If you guys have seen my Dragon Quest 11, this was something that I did do in 11, which was poison the Time Worm, which is the super boss of 11, and just Persecutor to do as much damage as possible. But I don't remember if Lumos is faster. We'll see, I guess. I'm pretty sure he is. So you see there's a miss, doesn't work. There we go, we got at least one. You can see, look at that, 1000 damage. Alright, so I guess War Drum only raises it once, so I guess Akira is going to be attacking as well. But man, Snooze missing 3 out of 4 times is still pretty rough, to say the least. Okay, we got it. We at least have to hit it once. And also, as you can see, Shenlong isn't able to attack us either, due to having to wake up each turn. So we're doing 1200 damage with Pierre. And you can see the sheer difference. Persecutor only doing 400 damage if this sleep's not on. Okay, let's see. Persecutor, one, that didn't... Wild side, that's what the word is. Wild side's off. I think we have time to get back onto wild side, and then we'll just use monster pylon with Amira. Still do big damage with this. That kind of sucks. Ah, I probably should war drum again. Where is it? Snooze. Yeah, I don't have anything that removes the blinded effect. Okay, that's fine. He's already in the yellow. I don't know what turn it is, but we're getting there. I know my commentary hasn't been that exciting, but it's just because I'm trying to figure this all out. I think once I get a hang of it, then I can start thinking a bit more. Alright. But I think we got the pattern down, right? Okay, we at least got one, thank goodness. So Persecutor can do max damage. Oh, Shenlong is still asleep. Okay. He might wake up though. Yep. I think what I want to do is maybe give the meteor bracelet to Lumos so that he goes first with Snooze. I think that might be a better play. That's why I did this first, because this is the easier of the two. So getting an idea of how I want to do this is definitely a better... I think we'll just... No, you're good. I'm just not very chatty. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out things as well, so my mind is, like, focused. I think I just want to go for, we'll just do, Monster Pylon this turn. Pierre's a bit injured, but I think he'll be okay. think we'll be fine. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's see how long that took. Yay, $7. Hell yeah, 10 turns. And that was with a couple of missed hits with Persecutor. So as you can see, we still have 4 wishes to do. And since we do have the Grand Dragon, I think I do want to obtain a powerful weapon. Akira acquires Rubis's sword. So yes, we get the Sword of the Goddess. It is the final weapon, I guess, we can get from I assume Akira can only use it, but we'll take a look and see if who can use it. Oh no, everyone I think can use the sword by looks of it. So, Rubis's sword, as you can see, it gives you a whopping 50 more defense than the Destructible, and that's kind of one of the stronger weapons in the game. Blessed by Rubis, the sacred sword strikes down all foes with bolts from the heavens when used as an item in battle. So what does this mean? It basically gives Kazap to anybody. And as you know, Kazap is the hero exclusive move. So you basically get a stronger version, and by looks of it, anybody can use it. What does the Godbird Scepter do that I've got equipped? I might equip this to Lumos because I feel like it's thematic. We'll have two people who can use Kasap now. Alrighty, we need a heal. Before we go and take on the Grand Dragon. I think we're okay with the taking on the Grand Dragon. Thankfully, we don't need to run through an entire temple to get to the Grand Dragon. All that trial stuff has already been done. But I do want to do this, so let's grab that. Grab the grab the asbestos earrings from here. Then grab the meteor. Yeah, look at the difference of agility. Grabbing the meteor bracelet. 444 doubled into 888. Like, the meteor bracelet makes you go fast. There was a reason I grinded that in 11 when I found out you could get them from the doing, I think, what was it? It was a unicorn-like based monster in the trials area. And you could basically get one for every single party member. It took a lot of grinding, but I managed to do so. Just having absurd speed to go before all your enemies is always just a super good bonus. Alrighty. I think we're ready to deal with the Grand Dragon. So I think we're going to use a similar strategy of what we did just then. There'll probably be some... We'll need to wiggle around a bit due to the fact that this is a stronger version. So we do have to still be careful. And, like, even some of the guides that I looked up about this sort of thing were like, oh, have certain party members and stuff. We technically don't have a thief, but Mira has done the thief class because I needed to do that for it. So we do have Persecutor. So Snooze Persecutor is a really good skill, as you saw before. One of the ways that some people have decided to beat the Grand Dragon is to bring 2 thieves and 2 sages. And just do that. Because the sages can heal, so it's definitely handy. I'm gonna clear my throat, goodness. There's something bugging it. But yeah, grinding has been rough, I have to say. The thing that gives you the most experience, guaranteed, are the King Hydras. And King Hydras are so annoying to fight. You may be level 99, but the game doesn't care. The amount of status those buggers put on you, fighting 3 of them at the same time, I only beat like a group of 3, I think 4 times, and that was it. Other times I just had to retreat because it was so absurd. And here we go, the Grand Dragon. I do like this big windy road. Wasn't there something similar in Dragon Ball? I'm pretty sure this whole dragon stuff is all just references to Dragon Ball at this point. Oh wow, I didn't realize you can see the moon from here. Ack. How curious that a mere mortal would find me here. I am the Grand Dragon, and this is my abode. How many moons has it been since last a human came before me, I wonder? Time has ceased to hold what little meaning it once had. Now I spend my days in a great slumber. The fact you have seen fit to rouse me can mean but one thing. You wish to test your strength. Are you ready to do battle? We are. Let's go. Excellent. Let us fight. This is it. This is the final battle that you can do in this game. This is by far the hardest enemy in the game. Dang, look at Lumos holding that sword. Backhand style. Nice. Alrighty, let's do what we need to do. Dang, he is fast. Wants to pile on. Persecutor. Dang, that sucks. Missed all 4 hits. Persecutor does nothing. Oh well. Do a quick heal on the team. That is really unfortunate that all 4 of those snoozes missed, because we could have got some big damage. There we go. Oh, goodness. He is too fast. Just woke him up. I can see why they use 2 thieves. It's okay. We could probably still use the monster tactic, monster pylon. Wild side back on. Oh, it missed even some of the monster attacks. Dang. Ho! Let's see. What do I want to do? Might do magic barrier real quick. I think that's what I might do. Wild side's up. Damn, it only does like 200 damage, even with Persecutor. But I guess it prevents that dragon from attacking us if we put him to sleep constantly. So... I still think it's worth just snoozing him every so often. And then just wild side. Monster pile on. Because the less opportunity that this guy attacks us, the better. Like, every time he skips a turn. Alrighty. I have no idea how much health this guy's got at the moment. I think I'll wild side here. Because we can see he dodges a lot, so... kind of need to get as many turns as possible. I think we'll be okay. We do have Akira on deck to heal. But yeah, it looks like that guy just doesn't take much damage from what is it? From physical attacks. If you're wondering why Monster Pylon does a lot of damage, it's because it I guess it negates attacks. Attacks defense. It doesn't look at defense at all, it goes by how many monsters you picked up, so I can see why it's such a stupidly overpowered move in this game. I haven't taken much damage, so I think I'm gonna just do a whole round of attacking and see how we go. Okay, good, good. We got only one miss so far. 2 misses. Yeah, we don't want to see that yelling ability. We'll use the Sunstone to wake up Mira. We'll snooze to try and get some, avoid any attacks this turn, because 2 of our party members are frozen with fear. Oh, she was awake. I thought she wasn't. Oh, War Drum up again. You still have Wild Side on. Let's put all our stats back on. Okay, we're back into neutral, I would say. Yep. I actually don't know. I assume the War Drum does affect Monster Pylon a little bit. Though apparently there's a glitch in the game that if you somehow beat the Grand Dragon too quickly, it soft locks the game or something like that, from what I've heard. Not entirely sure if that's true, but you can legit accidentally beat this boss way too quickly, and then he just never reappears, so you can't battle him again if you wanted to. It's really bizarre. I doubt we're in that situation, but you know. Dang. Unfortunate. Hoping a mirror will be okay for a little while. I mean, if Akira moves first... Okay, good. There it is. This godforsaken fog. I was hoping to avoid it a bit longer, but... That's why we have the Sage Stones. For this specific reason, is that awful fog. Because we can't use spells in it. But Monster Pylon is not a spell. It's just yelling at a bunch of monsters to help us fight. But yeah, the Hydras have this ability as well. They have the roaring ability, the sleep ability, and that fog of war. Oh, he's in the yellow, so we're getting there. Okay. I don't know if what he casted is a... benefitful thing, but if it is, then the Aurora stuff will take it off him. I cannot speak right now. I don't know why. I think it's because my mind is so focused at the moment. Phew. Oh, that's bad. See if I can put him to sleep again whilst the party sets up again. Come on. Yes, let's go. We get a free turn. Oh, I didn't realize he heals like a Hydra. He's literally just Shenlong if it was a Hydra. That's pretty much what this fight is. I think we will use the Sage Stone this turn. What's the pylon? Ah, my wild side's worn off. Oh well. Put it back on next turn. Oh, cool. It has Kasap. Fun. Oh, it's in the orange. Wow, that's quick. I didn't expect we would be at this point. You know what? Let's just Omni heal. That's a whole legendary Pokemon that's just shown up. Wow, I just looked over and just see a legendary. Alright. Give me a second. Alright. Guess we ought to get we have to get all our wild side back on because of that disruption. Okay, good. That Omni heal was probably the best option I could go for. He is focused, so let's try and get rid of that real quick. Actually, I might also, just to be safe, and because we can use spells. Where is it? Oh no, maybe it's an ability. Yeah, Ripple of Disruption, just to be safe. Hey, let's go. Heavy ball worked. Okay. Focus is gone. Ha! That's so funny. He immediately went for oomph straight away. And immediately Akira's like, no, absolutely not. I was like, for a second guessing, like, I don't know, should I have done that? The answer was yes, I absolutely should have done that. It's like the first legendary since we started PCG, right? Yes and no. I did get a Latios from a ghost encounter in the Halloween event. But yeah, that's like the first legendary to just waltz on up. Like, without hiding anything. All during the final boss battle of this game. I mean, we do have to fight Shenlong a couple of times, but... Okay, we got Pierre back up. I think he's been in the orange for a little while, but I'm pretty sure we're very close now. Just gotta go all out now. Who's gonna get the final hit is the question. Oh, you absolute... Wow, cannot believe this man out here did a double heal. He's stalling. He knows it. I like how I've totally forgotten the snooze strategy. And I'm just like, no, we're just gonna flat out punch this guy. Ouch. Quick heal. Mira's almost out of I might Omni heal again for safety. Why not? Let's give that a try. Ah, she went before I did. Oh well. Never mind! Mira gets the final hit. Oh my goodness. Let's go! All that grinding was definitely worth it. Oh, you don't even get EXP for this. The game knows that you probably would fight this thing at level 99. 39,000 gold, though. You have defeated me. That much I will concede. However, it took you 22 turns to do so. For some reason, I am reminded of a mortal a mite stronger than you. One I became aware of before I entered my great slumber. Now, return once you have grown in power. Luckily for you, sleep is yet to beckon me. When I find you once more before me, we shall test your newfound strength. Farewell. So yeah, I guess you get different messages if you beat him fast enough. And apparently we weren't fast enough. But I would say we did pretty well for a first attempt on 22. And I'm going to count that as a success. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I gotta heal before I go fight Shenlong. I was suspecting this was going to be a very quick stream because all we had left was to do the battles. But I'm pleasantly surprised how well that Grand Dragon went. Sure, there was a bit of hiccups here and there, but I think we did pretty well. I think if we were able to really fine-tune our strategy, we would have gotten a bit better. But I'd say 22 is not too bad for a first attempt. He is supposed to be a harder version. So the reason I'm going here is there is actually just a healing pool over here somewhere. So I'm just going to use that instead. Because nothing can actually threaten us in this area. Everything is pretty much lower level than us. So we don't have to worry about any wild encounters. I did wanted to do this like during last stream, but yeah, I didn't expect the mini medal collection to take as long. And we also weren't 99, so I'm kind of glad I did go and grind to 99 for this Grand Dragon, because I don't think we would have done as well had we been at lower levels. I mean, even the game was like, you could probably do better, and we're like at max level. I think the snooze strategy that we went for probably didn't work out as well. Because I don't know, Persa kind of just didn't do as much damage as I thought. It went from 40 to like 400, and I was like, well, we can easily do that amount with like Monster Pylon. So I think next time if I did fight that guy, I would just probably just forego snooze and just go Monster Pylon and just have to focus on healing a lot. The problem is that he does have a whole slew of really annoying skills, as you saw, like the Baleful Gaze. The Hydras in the King Hydras had Sweet Breath, which I believe is there's a chance it won't put you to sleep, but yeah, Baleful Stare is guaranteed to put you to sleep. But it's only a one target as opposed to Sweet Breath, where it's a multi-target attack. But yeah, I suspected this was not going to take very long, so I do have plans to play another game right after this one. But I did want to show off all the things that this game has to offer, because yeah, the postgame is a lot shorter. I don't know where 11's postgame technically starts. I guess Act 3 could be considered postgame, but that depends on how you see it. There really isn't too much of a postgame in 3 either. There is a super boss that was added to, I don't know if when it was added. I'm pretty sure it was added a little later. Anyways, we are back here with Shenlong, because we're going to have to battle him a couple of times. So we're just gonna skip all the dialogue, because it's the same. Basically, we have to beat him in less than 15 turns each time now. So I believe it's 30 turns you have to beat him the first time, 20 turns, and then 15 is the minimum. But I think we got this, actually, I also realized we'd packed all those diamonds and didn't even need to use them during that fight. The Grand Dragon didn't even think about using thwack a single time. Alright, let's begin. I don't know if we can do it faster than the 11 turns that we did last time, but we might as well attempt it, right? Cares too fast. I think we could just probably just do a couple of monster pylons and that should be enough. We are boosted by the war drum, so... Yeah, I was planning on, what was it? Playing a bit of Kirby after this, since we did last stream, with our amiibo training. So I have to actually get, onto, uploading all the videos. I've been in a bit of a drawing mood, so I've been doing a lot of drawing recently. So might as well capitalize on that before it runs out. Catch the dragon in a Pokeball already. Yeah, I know. Actually, hey there, Perry. Good to see ya. You just missed out Reg Ice walking up and just chilling in our chat for a little while, so I managed to catch it. But yeah, this is the post-game battle of this game. This is the last stream I will be doing of this particular game, and then we'll be playing a bit of Kirby. Oh dang it! Yeah, it was our the red GG Ice. Haven't seen it. I think this was our first legendary that just walked up. What's the next game on the menu? We're gonna be playing Kirby 2, because I played Kirby 1 after the amiibo training I did a week ago. But yeah, we had this and Mario and Luigi basically finished now. So we don't really have any big games that I have set up at the moment. I've pretty much exhausted everything so far, but I do have games like on hand ready to go. Jexy's Remake got me into Kirby. They're so whimsically entertaining to play. Oh, they are. And until you get into the lore, don't do that. No, actually do that. It's funnier that way. Kirby lore is great. Just explaining Kirby lore to people who have never seen Kirby lore before is always such a fun treat. Because they're just like, what game are we talking about again? Every time you talk about it. But yeah, they're fun, like, platformers just if you don't look too deep into them. And I am actually planning on playing all the Kirby games. So I've just started playing the very original Kirby game. And I'm playing a couple of the other games that are on the Nintendo Switch Online. I do have to empty out my Switch a bit. It's getting a bit full of photos and stuff I've taken along the time in the videos. So I gotta do some emptying on that regard. Alright. I'm taking a nap. That's fine. But yeah, there's a couple things I need to do. I need to go back and do Stardew Valley because Crest did redeem that. I have to do the Joja route in Stardew Valley because we did finish Perfection Run. Another event mon. Just a graveler, but it's still fine. But yeah, I've got a couple of games that I want to like continue as part of a series sort of games. Like, we are definitely going to be doing Dragon Quest 1 and 2 after when it releases this year, once we finish this one. I am still taking a nap. I cannot be awoken. I need to finish Stardew. Oh, you're gonna go see the orchestra tour? That's so cool. I hope you have a lot of fun with that. Stardew Valley's music is quite whimsical, it's great. Yeah, I have to look into a couple of mods to make the Joja experience a bit more bearable. Okay, I still have not woken up. So, what I might do Full heal. You can wake him up. You get set up. Yeah, why did that attack immediately wake Lumos up, but Akira just decided to take the longest nap in existence? He's just like, yeah, I'll just take a nap for a couple of hours while we're fighting a dragon. Hey, Crow. How's fighting Shenron going? I think it's going alright. He stopped wasting our time, unfortunately. He's so close to death, but he's just wasting our time. But we did beat the Grand Dragon Cryo, so we managed to get that done. So there's not really much left for us to do in this game except beat the last part. Redder's fighting Sharon, that's what I meant. We're talking to the manager? Nah. But yeah, basically Shenron is a reference to Dragon Ball's Shenron from the Wish Granting Dragon, because when you beat this guy, if you beat him in a certain amount of turns, he gives you a wish. Alrighty. Let's see how we did. A little longer than last time. We did 11 turns last time. Alrighty. Ah yes, Sharon from Accounting, a true opponent. The truest of opponents. But yeah. We're gonna do Become Heroes, Trendiest Heroes. History's Trendiest Heroes. So this is added, I think, in this version only. So this wish is probably the least useful of them, but this is pretty much just a cosmetic thing. So we do exactly as he told us, and we head on over to the old trades. So if you remember, with old trades, basically the hero could not change his anything pretty much. But all your other party members are fully customizable, from changing hair colors to appearance to classes, etc. When you get the History's Trendiest Hero, you can talk to this Heal Slime, which is Healiza. And you can actually talk to her now here. Akira's hairstyle is already the height of fashion. I can dye it though. Any goo colors in mind? So yeah, you can dye Akira's hair now, or the protagonist's hair color. So you can dye it whatever color you want. So if you want to go for that Super Saiyan look, you absolutely can. Yes, pure gold and silver. Yep. So yeah, you can dye his hair whatever color you wish. The dark green color does not look very much different from the other ones. So yeah, if you just want to give your hero a little bit of extra personality, you can dye his hair. I don't know if I really will dye the hair, to be honest. I don't know, the black hair look is really iconic, to say the very least. But I'm not too fussed about this red color. It looks nice. 100 gold, easy. Thank you, Jelly Much. Now, just a moment, please. Ta-da! You look super! So yeah, you can now change your hero's hair color. That's all that wish does, pretty much. Nothing else. But let me see, where's the... Okay. We'll quickly sleep to get our health back, because we gotta beat Shenlong a couple more times. And then we will head over onto Kirby. Yeah, if you want to have your hero look Super Saiyan, I guess you can just go blonde or gold. Alrighty, back to the Citadel Tower. So there's 2 more wishes that we can do. Technically 3. So... Did you say Kirby? Yeah, it's in the title, man! Guys! But yeah, we are playing Kirby 2. Because we played Kirby 1 after the amiibo training I did. I didn't put that in the title because I wasn't sure what we were going to do after finishing training of our amiibos. So I think a good portion of people didn't... If you didn't know or didn't watch that VOD, you might have missed me playing that game. But yes, we'll be playing Kirby 2, and I think it'll be a much longer romp than Kirby 1. Kirby 1 we finished in about 2 hours, like. But Kirby 1 is also, you know, the very first Kirby game. Listen, I'm blind without my glasses, which I'm currently wearing. So you're just using the power of my voice to tell you what's happening. Good to know. But yeah, since because all we have left is to fight Shenlong a couple of times, that's kind of really the reason why. We might fight him 3 times so I can show you basically. Just gonna skip all the dialogue because it's the same as always. Yeah, as you can see, our hair is a different color also in the battle, which kind of makes sense. But the reason I say sort of 3 battles left is because when you do the wish for the one that is the guns and buns, you can actually do it you can get more guns and buns. And I believe if you say more guns and buns, you basically get a thing that allows you to make a party member a sage, I think, if I am remembering it correctly. I like how a lot of this game, I've been reading up strategies on how to beat, like, certain of these strong bosses. And it's gotten to a point where, for me, it's literally just like, hit wild side, hit monster pylon, win. Guns and buns sounds like a ridiculously American hamburger place. Ah, yes. But I think what it means by guns and buns is it means by muscles and bunny girls. Because it gives you the charmer or the vamp personality reading it. And I believe vamp is by far one of the best bunny girls. Hell yeah, I know. You can, if you're a female gadabout in this game, you do become a bunny girl. You just become a clown if you're male, which is a bit of a downgrade in my opinion, but... It was actually funnily because in 11 there's a whole quest related in the the Tickington quests where you had to find a bunny girl's Bible to help a bunch of old guys become bunny girls because they want to become bunny girls for some reason. And it was in All Trades Abbey, which was that location we were just at. You do find the book in your world. If you do happen to use the book and read it, the protagonist basically is like, oh, he read the book, now he feels inspired to become a bunny girl as well. Unfortunately, he cannot, but he's just like, it must have been some powerful reading material just to be like, yep, I now wish to become bunny girl. It's inspirational words. Yeah. There is, because this game is so customizable with which classes you have your other party members, or how many party members you have, this game is quite replayable if you think about it. Just being able to be like, oh, I want to have all mages, or I want to have all gadabouts, which I don't recommend if you don't know what you're doing. But there's also, I believe, 3 different difficulties as well. Draki, where you can never die. You can also have Dragon Quest, which is what I'm on, and then there's Draconic Quest, which is like the hardest difficulty. And I know there's somebody who's apparently doing a entire Gadabouts team. And I'm wishing him luck, honestly, because I used one Gadabout just, like, on enemies that I was already stronger than, and that was rough. Oop, I'm asleep. I'm not going to sleep this time. Just gonna wake you up straight away this time. But the Gadabouts do have really good abilities, I would say. It's like, it's a Magikarp effect. Like, skill-wise, like, stat-wise, nothing too impressive. And also the fact that every so often they'll just start goofing off and do, like, just messing around and stuff. And that can, or hinder your own party members, because yes, that is a thing they can do. But, like, they get some stupidly powerful skills. Like, they get Channel Anger, which basically makes it all spells do, like, maximum damage sort of thing. They get, Hustle Dance, they get Sobering Slap, which are great for helping. Kaplunk Dance is there too, which is a sacrifice yourself to heal everybody else sort of thing. So, they have really good skills. It's just, they're really hard to use. But, it's the only way to get Sages, which is one of the more powerful classes in the game, so... you kind of want to do that. Thank goodness freeze isn't a thing in this game. Can you imagine how awful that would be? What do I want to do? I think I just want to attack here. Do this. I'm just trying to see if I can combine Wild Side with Channel Anger. I'm just curious to see how much damage I could possibly do. As long as he doesn't do Disruptive Wave, that will ruin my plans altogether. Eh. I just wanted to test something out, man. Why must you do this to me? I wanted to do a cool thing. Can't have fun in this RPG, I swear. Knuckle Stack. I quickly heal here. He's almost dead, so it's all good. I just wanted to test out something. Maybe next round we'll test it out. Yeah, I heard, what was it? Was it yesterday or something like that? Apparently the Switch 2 became pre-orderable. You can get pre-orders of it, that's the word. Over in America just yesterday or something like that, and I found that quite odd. Because I'm pretty sure the pre-orders were available, like, for us a lot sooner. But it might be just the fact that it's just letting, I guess, the people on our side of the world know that they need to pre-order them. But yeah, apparently it was rough for some people, to say the very least. Oh, I actually killed him with Kazap. Nice. Let's go, Akira. I like how we're still getting EXP despite our party being fully, like, maxed out at this point. So we did better that time, so yeah. Persicata Snooze is a strategy that you can use here, but I think you need to have, like, somebody who's not as fast as a martial artist. Because the martial artist is by far the fastest class in the game. So it would have worked, but every time I used Snooze, and it did connect, he'd get woken up by just another attack, so... That's definitely one strategy. Or just Wildside Monster Pylon till death. Alrighty, obtain a copy of Guns and Buns. I like how in the Japanese you can hear him say ecchi, which is the word for pervert. So he's basically like, you'll want to waste your wish on this perverted material, essentially. Yes, I do. My greatest treasure. Nice. That is so funny that, like, it's like his greatest treasure, issue 1. It definitely has the same thing of, like, the Ogler's Digest back in Act 2 being in, like, rare edition of it in mint condition. That scene's so great. I remember seeing it for the first time when I played through 11 the first time, and seeing the most stoic character pick it up and be like, oh my god, is this a mint condition Ogler's Digest Volume 1? Like he knew it off by heart. And the rest of the party is just... The other two are just looking at him like, why do you know this? Treat it with the care it deserves. You get a copy of Guns and Buns. It has the same image on the front of it. That's great. I mean, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all. That's funny, though. Where are these dragons getting access to these things? But, yeah, we basically have Guns and Buns. I thought it was similar to what we already have. Yeah. An interesting magazine that teaches you all about brawn and bunnies. You'll make a fine vamp or charmer after perusing its pages. Consume upon use. Oh. Somebody just came in just to let me know that they're doing something. Alrighty. So, basically, if you do, the fight again and ask for Guns and Buns again, he does give you another copy. I think it's a different copy though. I'm not entirely sure. I have to double check. So we are going to get that as the second wish. I mean, we've got plenty of time. We've only just started streaming. And it is so odd to be standing here with like a different color hair. I've played this entire game with this one hair color. And I was just like, yeah, I'll just, you know, dye his hair, just something different. And it just threw me for a loop. Alright. I bet if we fought the final boss of the main story again, we would just wipe the floor of him. Because what level were we? Were we 60 or 50 when we fought the final boss of the game? Something like that. Probably should put Holy Protection back on. Just so we don't have to encounter any small enemies. Though I actually want to check something. Monsters defeated. Yeah, we didn't see 4 different types of monsters by the looks of it. I wonder what they were. Missed something here. Missed something here. Missed 2 things here. I wonder what they were. Maybe they're like just rarer enemies or something. Oh well. Because I know in 11 they had rarefied monsters, but I don't think they have them here. I guess we just never ran into them. They must have been rather rare monsters to find. Then again, there were some places where we were avoiding combat as much as possible to, you know, avoid dying. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was just an area where I was just using holy protection, or just was lucky enough not to run into any of those monsters during our journey. But I'd say we did pretty well. Like, I know I did have to use a guide for a little bit of the post-game to get some of the stuff that we were missing right near the end. But most of the story mode and stuff like that was almost done completely blind. So having found most of the items, I would say that's pretty good. Alrighty. Whilst I fight this guy once more, I'll get you guys to do a little bit of battling too. Oh, no! Shenlong, watch out, the plane! I didn't... I will admit I wasn't expecting the plane to line up exactly where he was. That's funny. Alrighty, let's start again. I think all the... Yeah, only one bot remains. Ooh. It's gonna be tough. Oh, the healing didn't go off on the stream elements, so Frost takes it. He gets a little bit of cash in his wallet. Though I have seen Frost hasn't updated his stream avatar unless he's saving up for something in particular. Actually, I wanted to try that thing out. Let me try Channel Anger. Or he does the disruptive waves now. Satan lost to a tiny orange ball. Yeah, the baby. So I'm curious to see how much damage this does. So, Monster Pylon does about 1200 damage. Alright. Need to use... I guess Crackle will do the most damage? There you go. So that's 200. Well, actually 300, so 500. It does a decent amount. I think it does 1,000, a little under 1,000. I'll try Kaboom next and see how much damage that does. We can Omni heal here. Heal up a party. But yeah, I've got to go back and do some more, make some more avatars soon. I've been taking a little bit of a break. I did quite a bit of drawing yesterday, actually. So, though I still have to get the Dragon Quest and I guess Mario and Luigi thumbnails done. I got the ones for Oras done. I didn't really do anything fancy for those, because I just grabbed some images and stuff, just to make quick thumbnails, so I'm probably going to post those tonight. And have them all watchable on the YouTube channel. Let's try Kaboom and see how much damage that does. $300 damage, so it's a little bit more than... It's about a similar amount as Monster Pylon. So I don't know if it's as I guess, as important. I mean, if there would be a different story if we had, what is it, Magic Burst, but Magic Burst I don't think exists in this game. Magic Burst would do so much damage. 'Cause I know it's like one of the ways to get a lot of damage, I think, at 11, but I didn't really use Veronica as much. I preferred using more physical users. Because I think I was too worried about her being too squishy. And I casually forget that, oh yeah, actually, she probably does a lot of damage. Put that. Alright, let's just focus on Monster Pylon because Channel Anger is two-stepper. And if he's gonna do disruptive wave again, we might as well try and get as much damage output while we still can. Ouch. We should still be okay. Monster Pylon, alright. It's like, it's technically like hitting 7 times on a turn. Ah, right, that's another thing I did. I started eating those chocolate rabbits that I bought for the Amiibo tournament. I have to say, I did enjoy both the flavors. So, the first flavor was a white chocolate with dehydrated strawberries in it. So it had a little bit of a bite to it. And the second one that I'm currently eating is a salted caramel, which has these chunky pieces of salted caramel in it, which is quite nice as well. So I'd say both these new flavors that they have are actually quite nice. Okay, good. Pierre wakes up. That's good. Because I was worried I had to wake him up and waste a turn with him. Doopy-doo. The usual. I'm going to take a bite of this chocolate while I'm doing this. Might as well. Get some sugar in me. At 11 in the morning. Whoops. Careful I don't drop any pieces. Man is definitely stalling right now. But I believe he does that disruptive wave every so often. I think it's on a timer sort of situation. So he'll be like, oh, I have to use it on the 4th turn. But we should at least get this done. Espathra. I feel like Espathra has shown up on the community games quite a few times, I gotta say. I don't know what determines like what Pokemon shows up from time to time. I'm pretty sure I caught 2 of them. Don't mind me, I'm just chewing chocolate away from the mic. So 11 seems to be the best turns I can do. So yeah, you can see here there's an obtain a copy of Guns and Buns, and obtain a copy of more Guns and Buns. I can't get over how impressed this dragon is about our fine tastes in in certain magazines. All that you have seen more than most in a life. Okay. You must attain total tranquility before you may even ponder turning its pages. Oh, it's a different design too. The more guns and buns. Alrighty. So it is a different book. But as you saw, we can get more guns and buns. So if you really needed everyone to have the Vamps or Charmer, because Charmer is male, Vamp is female. Anyways, more guns and buns. Yep, here it is. It's an important item, apparently. An extra interesting magazine that teaches you the way of the sage. Remains in your possession even when you used to change vocation. So if you remember ages ago, I picked up a Words of Wisdom. Back in, where was it? I think it was in, yeah, the Tower of Transcendence, I believe it was. And it gives you an one charge use of changing one of your party members to Sage, because the normal way to change to Sage is you have to go via the Gadabout route of level to 20, and then you can change into a Sage, so you have to use a Gadabout, essentially. But if you had this Words of Wisdom, you basically could just instantly turn to a Sage, is what we did with our Mage Lumos. So, and he's been a Sage pretty much since. But now that we have the more guns and buns, technically you can now make, let me if I check here. Yep, there we go. You can make anybody into a Sage now. So if I check on Amira as well. Yep, she has the ability to change into a Sage class as well. But yeah, you can see there's the bunny girl that Perry was talking about earlier. Become bunny girl. But yeah, you now just have access to Sage. So it does come with the cost of you need to at least get the first guns and buns in order to get Bunny Girl Sages. Pretty much, you basically become Bunny Girl to become Sage. You must unlock the ways of the world. It's yeah, you basically can have an entire team of Sages now without having to go the Gadabout route. Which, it's probably easier that way. I do know that Channel Anger is great for the Sage, but the problem is that to get Channel Anger, you gotta get a Gadabout to level 40, and it's rough. It is hard to do. So, most people don't usually get that ability, because it's just not worth it. But yeah, now we have infinite Sages. But I guess the only thing is you do have to do the, you have to battle him at least twice, so. If you want a whole team of Sages, you can. But now, it's time to get the final wish of the game that I've been putting off, because it's a bit of a spoiler if you didn't watch the main story of this game. But it was also rather implied that when our father left on his journey to go and defeat Baramos and he never returned, it was kind of implied that he passed away during the journey. But we actually ended up finding out what exactly happened to him right near the end of the game, because we ended up witnessing it. So, there is one wish you can ask from the dragon, Shenlong, and that is to bring our father Ortega back to life. And I thought it would be the best wish to do at the very end of the game, since we're about to wrap up. This will be the final bout we have with Shenlong. There's no real big story ramifications for you doing this. It just gives you a little cutscene, And if you know the ending of the game, it probably gives a certain character a slightly nicer ending. It is a genie's no-no, you can't bring back dead people. Well, I mean, this is based on Dragon Ball, and they bring dead people back all the time. I mean, have you seen the original Dragon Ball? Like, at the very end of the original Dragon Ball, like, one of the wishes is a pretty big one, because, like... That's fair, yeah. Because this is just a big Dragon Ball reference, this whole dragon fight. It's a green dragon called Shenlong, which is similar to Shenron. Like, this is as Dragon Ball-y as you can get. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is kind of where death is temporary. Oh, goodness. I mean, heck. Alrighty. This is, like, probably the only game that has, like, a death be sort of reversed. I mean... 11 has death reversed in a way, but it was at a really big cost compared to 3's one. I guess only one person that we knew really died. In 11, like, Act 2 was a severely dark, like, section of the game. Not saying that this game doesn't have its dark moments. This game definitely has a lot of dark moments from time to time. Like, I was honestly genuinely shocked by some of these things, because this is a rather fateful, remake to the original game. Like, they didn't change a lot from what I've heard. The only thing that's new is essentially the the Temple of Trials, I should say. That's kind of the only thing that is super new to this game with the Grand Dragon. Everything else, including the Shenlong fight, which apparently the Shenlong fight was only in a more recent, not more recent, I guess a previous remake of this game. That they brought it back for this game. And like, this game also added like extra details that connects this game even further with 1 and 2. So... Though it kind of depends where you believe that this post-game takes place, because if you've seen the ending of this game, it kind of puts post-game in before the ending of the main story. I choose to ignore that because, my goodness, the ending of this game is rather bittersweet. And I just assume that the post-game happens after we find a way back over here. He's just like, where are all these birds coming from? Yeah. Well, it's not just birds. It's the monster pylon is all the funnily enough, it is all the monsters we've gathered, including Shenlong himself. Because Shenlong at the Grand Dragon's temple that we just went to at the beginning of the game, Shenlong is a recruitable monster for the arena. So technically, he's part of the group that is attacking him somehow. And funnily enough, Monty called him Shenrong as his nickname. But it is quite nice that when you do recruit him, he actually, instead of a lot of monsters, like some monsters will slowly make their way to the arena, or they will quickly make their way to the arena. Shenlong actually talks to Akira like face to face and mentions about the tournament, and he's like, you know what, I'd like to go join that. And he smiles and then heads off. So... even though he's a wish-granting dragon, even he enjoys a bit of fun from time to time. I mean, I guess it gets pretty boring up here. Like, nobody really can reach this location except the hero. So it kind of makes sense that he would be probably interested in doing some tournaments from time to time. Gotta get our wild side back on. He actually put out the disruptive wave pretty early, I must admit. Everyone respects a good battle, yeah. I mean, he must be pretty lonely up here reading Buns and Gun magazines all day, pretty much. Because it doesn't say he's asleep, I don't think. He's just chilling up here, unlike the other dragon, which was asleep. Though it is quite interesting battling that other dragon. He says that, yeah, I fought a hero before, and I'm just like, I wonder what he's talking about. Because I don't know anyone else who's been up here. And canonically, 11 takes place before 3. And I mean, we do fight a big golden dragon-like creature, but it looks nothing the same as the Grand Dragon. So I'm just like, wonder what he means by that. I want to use the war drum. Though I wonder if you get different dialogue depending on like how slow or how fast you fight. Because there's probably dialogue if you beat that dragon faster than what I did. Take another bite of chocolate. I have definitely consumed too much chocolate this week, I must admit. Well, not chocolate, just sugar. Because I made Anzac cookies for yesterday. Not yesterday. I made them on Thursday. Yesterday was Anzac Day for us. Which is an Aussie sort of remembrance thing for the war that happened all those years back. But there was a cookie. For those who don't know, the Anzac cookie was a creation that we made back in the day. Basically, we wanted to give basically a pick-me-up to the soldiers, and we needed to make a cookie that could like survive the long trip over to where they were without going stale or basically just becoming, you know, rotted or anything like that. And yeah, the Anzac cookie is made up of a lot of ingredients that don't go off anytime soon. So it lasts a lot longer. And that's where we got Anzac cookies. And I like to make them every year around Anzac Day. Because, I mean, it's a bit of an odd cookie to make on other days that is not near Anzac. They're really nice. They're chewy and they crunch as well. But I did go a little bit overboard, I won't lie. I think I did post pictures. I don't think I posted it to the to Blue Sky. Maybe I should. But I might make some when them Americans come over to visit us. Because I know a couple of our friends from the D&D are coming over here. I might drop by every so often and just deliver food and then run away. I'm sure they won't mind. Plus it helps me as well. I enjoy cooking for other people. Get to practice my skills. He's doing a lot more damage this time around, I must admit. But he's almost down. You keep doing this, but I'll just keep using Wild Side and pummeling you with monsters. Ooh, a Galarian Yan mask. Cool. I don't think I have one of those, so I might try and go for it. I like how this fight's now become like sort of second nature. Am I doing? Oh, did you accidentally use I forgot to type in what Pokeball. Hey, another Kazap kill. Heck yeah. I think that's fitting, having Akira land the last hit to get the last wish. Love it when something lines up so perfectly. Electric's super effective against flying. That is true. There we go. The final wish. Bring Ortega back to life. You wish me to return your father Ortega to the realm of the living. Absolutely. More than one person can catch a Pokemon. Nice. Yeah, apparently some people didn't know that for some reason. But yeah, multiple people can catch the same Pokemon. Your throws are not affected by other people. Glad tidings await you there. Let's do exactly what the dragon said. And finally, return home once more. We get to finally see our father face to face. He hasn't seen us since we were a kid. I don't know how I'm alive, but I won't question it. I have a feeling he might know a little bit. But I think we'll end up telling him at some point. Yeah. So, our father is back. He's alive after all this time. Oh, I'm so happy I could... Oh, look at me. So yeah, considering the ending of the game, if you do take this as before the post-game, well, before the ending of the main game, you give at least your mother a little bit of a happier ending. That's my boy, alive in spite of all the odds. That's powerful blood running through those veins. My blood. Never dared ever dream of this day, to see my grandson and son reunited. How joyous. Praise be to the goddess for keeping him safe all this time. So, I have a feeling Ortega's probably not going to tell what really happened to him, considering what did, but... You've grown into a fine young adventurer, Akira. I almost wish I could set out with you, but I couldn't do that to your poor mother. Especially not after all that I put her through already. Well, I've done all I can. It's time for you to pick up where your old man left off, Akira. I'm sure you'll do me proud. You look like you could snap the Lord of the Underworld in two with one hand. Well, considering we fought the Grand Dragon, I would agree as well. But yeah, that is it. Those are all the wishes that you can get from Shenlong. You can do it in whatever order you want. You don't have to follow the same order I did. But those are all the wishes you can possibly get. And the Grand Dragon has been defeated, so I would say that is a successful playthrough of Dragon Quest III. And I guess we'll be closing the book on this one. And it took us 87 hours, which I don't blame at all, considering I had to spend a lot of time grinding. Though I bet that time was a little bit lessened if I didn't accidentally leave the game on running whilst I went to go do something. But yeah, fully enjoyed this game. And I am very excited to give 1 and 2 a go when they do come out. But for now, I guess I will close on this game and we will move over to Kirby. So, I am going to switch screens just to the ending screen so I can end this one and have a good place to cut off the VODs. And then we will be doing Kirby in about a minute. So, I guess we say goodbye to our little group here, and Akira's journey has finally come to an end. So, I'll see you guys in just a minute as I get things set up for Kirby. So, I'll see you in a minute.